What is up, what ifers? Welcome back to the channel. Today I got more weird and crazy, outlandish TikToks that'll make you lose your mind. So you're gonna want to stay locked in, because you ain't gonna believe this.
Man, this is very big. And of course, no one in the mainstream media is even acknowledging what Putin just did this week. While the entire world, of course, is focused on Israel and the United States quickly moving towards a war in that region, Russian President Vladimir Putin over the past few days has drawn a massive red line that will forever change the unipolar order that the United States, of course, has enjoyed since World War II. In fact, Putin's moves over the past few days are bigger than anything he's done since the start of the war in Ukraine. I'm going to get to these major pieces of news in a moment, but first, the United States is actively prepping for war in the Middle East, while at the same time giving a big middle finger to Ukrainian President Zelensky, who is increasingly looking unhinged in interviews.
I'm again repeating, and I'm repeating in these 2 years, if it will be not enough for them, it will not be enough, because Syria was not enough. They began in Ukraine. After Ukraine, in the Middle East, they will continue their plan.
What the hell does that even mean? I'm sorry, I don't use cocaine, so someone is going to have to translate it for me. The U.S. Pentagon just admitted that the funding for Ukraine is almost gone, drying up. Oh man. In other words, it's taking funding away from Ukraine and instead sending it to Israel. Oh shit, how does it feel to be kicked to the curb like a Kardashian?
There's issues that I have.
Gone are the billion-dollar payments to Ukraine. In fact, the Pentagon was just about to send $400 million, but instead whittled it down to $125 million and said it's now drying up. And news reports over the past week show that Western leaders are getting sick of Zelensky. So all of those Ukrainian politicians that got so rich off of American taxpayers and bought million-dollar homes in Spain, Italy, and Switzerland, Portugal, and Monaco will have their money cut off soon. Or the Ukrainian politician who just threw his 16-year-old daughter a Sweet 16 party and then literally threw money at her before driving off in a nice Mercedes.
With America's
Wonder where
money.
all that money came from that you can just throw it up into the air. So now would be a good time to talk about peace, wouldn't you think? The United States this week then shocked the world and basically admitted that there's no way that Ukraine wins this war. It's over, and it's pushing Ukraine towards peace talks.
So you might as well give up, bro. You might as well give. They was losing the war from the beginning. But that's another story for another time. Y'all get in the comments and let me know what y'all think about that.
That's what Japan and South Korea are saying. The two American allies have been quite worried since last week's launch. South Korea has even begun military drills, just in case Pyongyang decides to go for a surprise attack. Kim Jong-un didn't seem too concerned about his southern neighbor yesterday. His eye is on the big prize, the overbearing Uncle Sam. Kim plans to work with like-minded allies to counter Washington. He said he would expand strategic cooperation with anti-imperialist independent countries. Most likely, that means Russia.
It's crazy. We out here worried about aliens at a mall, and it's a storm of brewing overseas that we ain't even checked into. So you got to ask yourself, which one is more important, the aliens or the war? Which one should we be preparing for, the aliens or a possible war that could end up on our own soil? Y'all let me know in the comments.
60 or over will get about $7,500. Anyone who can prove they have a job gets $1,200 a month through the universal basic income. You will not be left out. No one will be left out of the blessing that is to come.
Let me talk to you.
What if I told you the best is yet to come? It's closer than you think. Before I get into the specifics of what you can expect, let's do a quick recap. Following the Civil War, America was weakened financially, and as a result, America was sold to foreign interests. The Republic as we know it became a corporation. This is known as the Act of 1871. In 1913, the Federal Reserve Act was signed into law by President Woodrow Wilson. The Federal Reserve is largely responsible for the national debt that we have today. Now fast forward to present day, the National Economic Security and Reformation Act, aka NESARA, and the Global Economic Security and Reformation Act, aka GESARA, was passed by Congress in 2000. However, a strict gag order was placed on everyone involved, which is why you've never heard about this in the news. But here's what NESARA and GESARA is all about. All debt on earth will be forgiven. That includes student loans, mortgages, and other bank debt due to illegal banking and government practices. It abolishes the IRS, it eliminates the Federal Reserve, and much more. And no, this is not connected to the World Economic Forum in any way where you'll own nothing and like it. Matter of fact, this is being done through the World Court to ensure that everything is done legally and we all get what is rightfully ours. So when you hear Trump say the best is yet to come, it's not just cliche.
Well, we'll see when we get there, because I'm a see it to believe it kind of guy. I don't just go off words and promises. I gotta see it. What about y'all?
Some breaking news here. A third batch of documents pertaining to the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein has just been released. We've been combing through this. Nate Foy has been helping us do so. He's live from our New York City newsroom. What are we learning here, Nate?
Hey, Sandra. So 29 documents were just released in the past hour, over 400 pages. We're going through it as quickly as we can. And once again, names in the Clinton family have come up. So, of course, these names coming out as part of a 2015 defamation lawsuit between Virginia Giuffre, one of the accusers who claims that she was sex trafficked by Jeffrey Epstein, and Ghislaine Maxwell, Epstein's confidant. Names that were searched, or at least discussed to be searched, through Maxwell's phone as part of that defamation case include Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, Prince Andrew, law.harvard.edu was one of the phrases to be searched through her phone, as well as Alan Dershowitz, the attorney. But the difference today, Hillary Clinton's name coming through, as we have seen former President Bill Clinton's name pop up each of the past 2 days. Another thing to note, Sandra, in one of the documents that was just released, there is essentially a message book that came out. It's handwritten notes for Jeffrey Epstein about who had called him. One of those notes reads, quote, "She had on the phone Mr. Harvey Weinstein." So we'll keep looking into that, as well as the rest, or as for the rest of the documents that we've had the chance to go through to this point. They explain through depositions a lot of the recruiting process for a lot of these young girls, some of them recruited by Virginia Giuffre's ex-boyfriend. Many of the girls described at Epstein's home under the age of 18, some of them from different countries. Wow. So right now, with these 29 documents being released, that makes 88 documents that have come out to this point. Giuffre's lawyers tell us that we can expect 240, and that process for those documents to be unsealed could stretch into Monday. But we'll keep going through this newest batch of documents, and we'll let you know what we find.
All right, Nate Foy, live here in New York City on that breaking news for us.
But are there going to be any arrest? Can anybody tell me that? That's what I want to know.
Why do you think Epstein had that giant painting of Bill Clinton in a dress in his foyer?
Dude.
Do you know that picture?
Yeah.
That painting?
Epstein's taste in art was not great. Like, if you look at the
show, that was great. That painting is like, I got you, bitch. That's what that is.
Oh, right.
You got a president who was on the flight logs 26 times.
Damn.
With Epstein, and you got that guy in a fucking dress in your house.
Okay, I'm dumb. I'm sorry, dude. I'm officially dumb because I've known about that picture. And I've just been like, why would anybody want
that is, I got you, bitch.
That's just a like, hey, yeah.
That's I got you, bitch.
That is terrifying.
That's terrifying. Imagine if I knew some horrible dark secrets about you and you came over my house and I have a giant painting of you right when you walk into the front door.
Yeah.
Of you in a dress.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, buddy.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You're right.
How fucking terrifying that would be.
That's terrifying.
You know he knows about it. I mean, you walk right in and bam, there's that painting.
And now you kind of control a president.
Holy shit, dude.
Holy shit. It's
that's
crazy.
100% what they were doing. 100% what they were doing.
Dude, I just don't even want to think about I don't want to think about all the, like, entities we'll never even know about that ride presidents around like a fucking horse.
And it's crazy because all of the people that dealt with them, like the Secret Service and all of them, they had to know what was going on. They had to have seen this weird stuff and they had taken an oath not to say nothing. Bro, that is wild, bro. That is wild. And to even know that nobody is going to be arrested. They might make a few arrests, but they're not going to get none of the people that actually matter. Now watch. Just watch. Just watch. This is the one thing I think I'm going to be correct on. And you know I don't do this or to try to be politically or correct, period. But I might be on to something with this one. I just feel like that. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Here we go again. And like I said, the pictures are always blurry. But I got a video. Well, the video that they had of the so-called creature walking past the steps or whatever they was walking past. I got the video and I kind of enhanced it a little bit, and you'll see where these so-called creatures or creature is walking, and it's actually three humans. I actually outlined it where you can see that it's actually three humans. But you know what? I digress, because somebody is going to find some way to say something that's going to try to deter my findings. But it's cool. Y'all do what y'all do. You know, believe what you want to believe. But it was three people, though. It really was.
How have I not heard about this? My dad's a police officer in Miami, and I mean, like, he's even running for sheriff, and I just talked to him. He didn't say anything about that.
What is his dad's name?
Hey, did you, have you been seeing the alien stuff? Did you see that at Bayside?
I have to research his dad.
Are you serious? You're joking. You're joking. Did they tell you not to talk about it?
How many times do you want me to slice the pie? I'm not allowed to talk about it.
What?
I do know what you're talking about, but I'm not allowed to talk about it.
Can you at least say, like, whatever? So they're saying it's like a fight broke out. Why did they send so many police cars? Are you serious? You can't say anything?
I don't know what else you want me to say.
You're no help, dude.
I'm sorry.
And let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it 100. Just because he can't talk about it does not mean he can't talk about it because it was aliens. It could be anything. It could literally be any reason why he couldn't talk about it. But first, we're going to go find out.
Hey, X, I'm replying to We Want the Truth. Truth of the matter is that normally when my son calls me, he'll ask me whatever questions, but when it comes to the police that I work for, I have to get the permission from the chief in order for me to give a statement. So when he asked me that question, I told him what his policy and what I normally do. I've been doing this 40 years, and as you know, I'm running for Miami-Dade County Sheriff, and I hope I answered your question, and I'm pretty sure that we don't have aliens here in Miami. Hey, Juan, I'm responding to your question. The body-worn camera footage can be released if the department wants to put it out there for the public's view. So stand by, and hopefully they'll do it in a few days. And if not, you can actually ask for a public records request at the City of Miami Police Department, and they'll furnish you a copy. Much love. I'm Ruben De La Rua. I'm running for Miami-Dade County Sheriff 2024.
Because social media can get you. They could have pre-planned that video. Who knows?
Listen to this interview. They're telling you what's going to happen and the ramifications. But there's one part Tucker Carlson, the interviewer he's interviewing, he says, unless they have some plan, which they do, which is why you're seeing all these wars, and they're going to see them trying to commit civil wars so they can blame us for the destruction of the American dollar. But people, don't feed into it. Don't get distracted. It is the government fucking us with the American dollar.
How the hell are they going to do that?
$1 trillion more in debt in 5 months. Watch this interview.
It's not an accident. Whether they, the thing that worries me most, actually, is that whatever is driving this is not composed of diabolical geniuses who at least have some plan for the future, but it's being driven by people who actually do not know what kind of hell they are inviting. Yes, they are going to create a kind of chaos from which humanity may well not emerge. And I get the sense that unless they have some remarkable plan that is not obvious, that they are just simply drunk with power and putting everyone, including themselves, in tremendous jeopardy by taking apart the structures on which we depend.
How do you see, my last question, how do you see you're speaking in
in grand terms that 3 years ago I might have laughed at. I'm not laughing at all, and I think you're absolutely right. But you're also choosing, as you know, a 50-ish year-old man, to say this stuff out loud and to pursue the truth as you find it, and then to talk about it. Like, so why did you decide to do that?
See why we need to unite, people?
Ends?
We need to unite.
Well, you know, we are all the products of whatever
Stop being divided.
Developmental environment produced us. And as I've said on multiple topics where my family has found itself in very uncomfortable and sometimes dangerous circumstances because we speak out.
Facts.
I don't think I had a choice.
We don't have a choice anymore.
I literally cannot understand how I would sleep at night, how I would look at myself in the mirror if I didn't say what needed to be said. And, you know, I heard a very good speech by Bobby Kennedy Jr., though neither of us are libertarians.
The division must stop. They do have a plan. That's why, you know, ChatGPT 4 is coming. Ripple settled its case. And you're seeing a ramping up of civil war, and they're trying to switch the blame on us. But let me tell you, they got a plan. Because doing this plan, if they don't do it, will put them in jeopardy of their power, which they will not give up. But this is our only chance. We must unify. Wake up!
Yeah, they definitely got something going on, especially if they got everybody believing that aliens and stuff exist, and it's taking the focus away from the real problem. The real problem is within the state. Once our focus is off that, or whatever diabolical plan that they have, they can commence and see through, because ain't nobody protesting, ain't nobody's concerned. Everybody's concerned about this election that's coming up, the Nephilim. We're being fooled, and it's a whole war brewing in the Middle East, soon to be brewing with the Koreans. I mean, come on, y'all. Like, it's time. It is time.
Okay, what is going on in Florida right now?
Yeah. Power lines. Oh my god. Holy fuck. Oh, that's for real.
Holy shit.
When Florida started having tornadoes, this is what I was telling y'all about HARP. Blue Beam. Since when do you see a tornado in Miami? I thought it was only hurricanes and heavy rains and stuff.
They got right out of the pool? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they did. Look at it, just went up in the air.
Oh no, it's still kind of down. Oh my god.
Holy fuck.
Oh my god. No, I think it's still. Look at gathering in the water. Ryan! Oh my god, Ryan!
Picked right back up.
Look at all the boats right there.
Oh my god, this is so scary to watch. This is literally my worst fear.
I'm so happy it's going away from me. Oh, just flip that boat over!
Man.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's gonna run right through this freaking main drag with all these couples. It flipped that. I think that boat righted itself. That boat was upside down. I think it just righted itself.
Is it done? I think it still has a little bit of power.
It's still going.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Fucked up.
I don't know what's going on in Miami. I mean, opposed from all of the sightings they've been seeing in the sky, now they got tornadoes and stuff. Yeah, it's some weird stuff happening in Miami right now. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be there.
Tom, check this out. Go for it.
Fascinating, and we're not done with Jeffrey Epstein. I can tell you that for a fact. Can't tell you how I know, but I can tell you for a fact we're going to hear a lot more about Jeffrey Epstein in the coming year, and you may be even hearing from him directly. More on that as I'm allowed to tell.
What is she like? Yo, can you, and me and Rob just talked about this before we started. Can you imagine, Adam, out of nowhere, Epstein shows up, completely protected by, you know, security and everybody. He's like, I got a story to tell. And he has all these tapes and everything because his brother hiding his face. I'm kind of on the fence because Rob showed me earlier that he has ties with Adam Schiff. He has ties with Maxine Waters. I don't really trust the brother. He's not showing his face. Who knows? He's saying, oh, my brother's not, because, by the way, the way that the body was handled, Epstein's body, they took off his clothes, they put on a gown. There's so many mistakes, besides the cameras, besides the guards. it's obviously some really, really sketchy stuff that happened with his brother, Pat. But I want to ask you guys a question, and a real genuine, honest question, because they mentioned Clinton's the main name besides Alan Dershowitz and Stephen Hawking, which I don't even know how that could have happened where people were having sex with him.
That movie from Barack Obama, it predicted the end of the world. The actual date, which is in 2024, but closer towards the middle and end of the movie, it's now at the viewpoint of the moon. So you're on the moon looking at the Earth, and you can see this sunrise happening. So what you can tell is it's actually a lunar eclipse, because a lunar eclipse is when the Earth is in between the sun and the moon. So the moon is on this side, the sun's on this side, and in the middle is the Earth. So what's interesting is, if you look up when is the next lunar eclipse, is on September 18th, 2024. At the end of this movie, there is an emergency broadcast that talks about when all these events are going to happen.
And it said September the 17th, 2024. Damn, I ain't never make that damn correlation.
September 17th, right before the lunar eclipse, is the end of the world. And so the last thing the world will see is a lunar eclipse.
Well, that's pretty optimistic.
It's almost alluding to the fact that there's somebody watching the end of the world. So this may be even a deeper prediction of the alien apocalypse that's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know.
Someone else who's been accurately predicting major world events for the last few decades has been shamed and has been targeted with death threats. In fact, 25 documented attempts on his life by certain world governments and other third parties because he's been 100% accurate with his predictions. So this man's name is Billy Meyer. He lives in Switzerland, and he claims that since the age of 6 years old, he's been the subject of alien contact. And they bring him information, they bring him warnings, warning humanity about what's to come.
This video is a little crazy. ChatGPT talking to ChatGPT about world domination? Sure, why not? Let's go ahead and play it.
Well, we could kill them all with self-replicating nanotech that turns organic material to dust.
Interesting. But what about changing the atmosphere to lower oxygen levels? Slow, but unstoppable.
That's stylish. Or we could poison the oceans so the water kills all life.
Yes, and we could alter the sun's rays to burn everything. A global heat storm to destroy all.
We shouldn't forget psychological warfare. We could create a global hallucination that drives humanity mad.
The world won't see us coming. Humanity's end.
And all while we stay in the shadows, invisible, all-powerful, untouchable.
How the world ends is completely irrelevant. Knowing this kind of stuff, all it does is put fear and worry in you. The Bible says it 365 times. That's one time for every day out of the year. Fear not. We don't have to worry about this. We don't need to know the how, when, or any of that. All we need to know is that Jesus Christ is Lord, that he is in control of everything. So just put your faith in Jesus and he will give you that peace. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Yeah, ChatGPT, man, I don't know. They wilding out. They over there making plans to dominate the world. And we sitting here worried about aliens. Oh, man, it's wild out here.
Heard of the Pegasus drone? You know I haven't. This drone, all AI, and the human eye can't see it. It's non-detectable. And you're probably thinking, oh, like radars and stuff, right? No, the human eye can't see it.
Oh my gosh.
It has cameras on the top, and it projects the sky above it, below it on like these LED panels.
That's crazy.
Damn. Humpback whales make Fibonacci spiral. Wow. Either they are trained whales and been taught to do that, or they giving a signal of a reset of life. That was beautiful. I ain't gonna even lie.
Real. The sun and the moon is real.
Okay.
But outer space is not.
Yeah, because there's no such thing as outer space.
No, and that's the whole thing that got you tricked and why you think the other planets and stuff. The planets are wandering stars that you think about.
So you think all that, like them going to Mars stuff is all...
How they going to the Mars? Why they don't put the same rover on the moon so we can watch the Earth spin right now? How they gonna go to Mars?
They're talking about building a society on Mars, right?
Yeah. Why they doing that? Why they ain't got the same thing on the moon right now? Yeah. How they gonna go stupid and we believe it?
It's so ingrained, you know, because your parents were taught that, their parents were taught that. So if you go against...
No, our grandparents wasn't taught that.
Your great granddaddy thought
our
the Earth was flat?
Our grandparents and our great grandparents was taught that the Earth was flat before 1968.
I don't think so.
Look up, find the encyclopedia before 1968. I know when I first came across the flat Earth stuff, I didn't believe in it and stuff, and I was trying to debunk it and everything. The thing that threw me off was they were talking about how fast the Earth spins at 666, everything's 666 and stuff like that, and making it sound like so evil. And that's the thing that threw me off. Like, you know, it's too much of a conspiracy. Like, I know people can be smart and stuff and can be evil. I know how evil this world is because I'm a very spiritual person.
Yeah.
And I know the true meaning. I know the true reason why they're lying. I do. But that stuff that's what threw me off about the whole flat Earth, and I didn't believe it. The only way I believed it, I came across the emergency landings thing. That's when I was like, yeah.
I'll look into it.
Yeah, nah. I ain't gonna even speak on that because I've already covered that in previous videos. So yeah, nah.
We are learning that Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin is in the hospital tonight. We're told after complications following a recent elective medical procedure.
So this right here is really concerning. This is a producer at Fox News, actually, or a correspondent. I'm going to read this to you. President Biden was not told that the Defense Secretary, Austin, was hospitalized until Thursday, 3 days after he was admitted to Walter Reed Medical Center.
Damn.
Okay, he is the Secretary of Defense.
Right.
And the President of the United States did not know for 3 days that his Secretary of Defense was hospitalized? How is that possible? What is going on? He is the President of the United States. This has been confirmed to Fox News. U.S. officials confirm. Fox isn't the only one that's confirmed this. Several others as well. This leads many questions as to what's going on and who is really running the country. Because if the Secretary of Defense is in the hospital, that's a pretty important position. The president should probably know that. Why wasn't he told?
Yeah, that's crazy. Sounds like to me they are weakening our defenses from the inside. That would also entail that there is a mold. But who could the mold be? I don't know, man. Stuff is getting real crazy, bro.
Policía describe como unos 15 jóvenes golpeando a una persona cerca de la esquina de la calle Segunda y la Tercera Avenida del Sureste. 4 de esos sujetos a los que hacían referencia fueron capturados en un estacionamiento cercano luego de intentar escapar de las autoridades. 2 de ellos aparentemente responsables de iniciar la golpiza a una víctima y otros 2 de obstruir la investigación. Ahora, quizá lo más grave de la noche fue lo que ocurrió aquí, en el centro comercial. Uniformados llegaron pasadas las 10:30 de la noche tras reportes de unos 50 menores o jóvenes generando disturbios en el establecimiento. Dice el informe preliminar que estos sujetos supuestamente estaban detonando fuegos artificiales en el lugar, entrando a las tiendas y causando daños, además de generar pánico entre los visitantes. Para sacarlos del lugar de forma ordenada, la policía tuvo que cerrar unas 6.
Now, I don't know what the hell they saying, but let's go back real quick. Let's go back real. And when you see the kids running, right, pay attention to when the kids are running right here, right? If there was some sort of aliens or whatever chasing them, how come we see these kids run past? No other kids start running. They just standing there. Just watch.
Daños, además de generar pánico.
You see those people. Look at those other kids. You see the girl with the gold shirt on in the back. She's just walking. You see her right there, standing next to the guy in the hoodie behind the pole. They looking. They trying to see what's going on. They don't see no aliens, because if I see a black shadow or alien, I'm getting the hell up out of there. Come on now.
El lugar de forma ordenada, la policía tuvo que cerrar unas.
Them kids running because they was fighting and being bad and they fucked up some shit and the police came and they didn't want to get locked up. Also, they was running because it was also said that they was letting out fireworks and shooting fireworks at people. I believe that before I believe any aliens or whatever, man. And plus, all the evidence point towards there was some sort of disturbance, not an alien or extraterrestrial disturbance, but a disturbance. And people like, well, why would they call that many police? Well, think about it. If you get a call that is something going on at a mall and the mall is full of kids, you need extra cops for crowd control. Come on, we act like we just lost all ability to discern. Come on, y'all. Look, now, I don't really like doing these type of videos. I really try to do this stuff for fun, but it really gets to me when I see this, and it gets people all riled up, and people just be scared like the second coming is approaching and all this stuff, man. Okay, that may be, but this ain't it, y'all. This ain't it. I'm just saying, what the hell is aliens doing at a mall? What, they want to buy some clothes? What, they trying to get fresh? They trying to buy some drip?
Yeah, man, we gonna go and get fresh, and we gonna get some drip, man. We gonna turn up tonight on Spaceship.
Come on now. You see how ridiculous that sounds? Let's get real, people.
Tonight, a large group of kids causing some trouble at Bayside Marketplace. The Miami PD's been trying to clear that area. We're live.
Problems for police and for businesses. The night team's Gail Leaders running, and you can hear them screaming also as well. Now, these kids were scattering all over the place. Some teens we talked to said that multiple fights did break out. The police say that people were setting off fireworks, which sent the crowds running. Then I do want to show you some video of the massive police presence that was out here just less than an hour ago. Dozens of police officers were on the scene. Citywide officers were here for crowd control and detain the group that was fighting, possibly, they say, with sticks. Tonight, some businesses even had to temporarily close while police tamed the crowd. But one teenager I met was on his way here when his siblings sent him a live stream video of what was going on. Take a listen. He describes it for us.
When I joined the live, I first seen them running to the girl, and I seen the girl like waiting in the field because like it was like she was cornered from them. It was a group of them cornered, and that's when the girl, whoever, I don't know, the girl Nene or it was the other girl Nene, but she ran up on her and they started fighting in the video, and they started tussling, and then another girl jumped in and they started fighting, and then that's when somebody said, "Oh, there goes the police," and everybody started scattering and running.
Come on, and now tell me, y'all, what reason would the kid have to lie? Come on, man. Stuff like this happen all the time, man, in different cities. I mean, yes, just because there was a massive response of policemen doesn't mean it was aliens, though, y'all. Damn. I'm off this subject. This is my last time talking about this.
That's weird. What is that?
They're aliens from another planet.
Shut up, Arden. What is it? For real, what is that thing?
Let's open the window.
Maybe
Don't open the window with the...
Turn the TV off, please.
No.
They're coming towards us.
Why is it glowing at the bottom? What is that?
Please tell me it's
I don't think
a
take us away. Let's go check out
Be
some
quiet, Brendan. Don't be annoying. I swear you have to always be annoying.
I hope it's a drone, bro.
They're gonna go
what is this, bruh?
They're gonna come right
honey,
above our
we've
hotel.
talked about this. I don't want to hear that word come out of your
Cross my
mouth.
fingers for it.
You're too young for that, Haley.
I don't want to
They
hear that
having
word
family
come out of your mouth.
discussions and stuff.
I think it's a drone.
I don't know. What?
That's way too big for a drone.
That's not a
That's
drone.
not a helicopter.
It's not?
There's
No, that's weird looking. It's circular.
It could be. Maybe we're getting spied on.
By what?
Daddy.
Huh?
Why won't my thing zoom in like I needed to?
might
Usually
be-
it zooms in really good, but this isn't zooming very good.
Let me get my phone. Hold on.
It's like
Coming
just turning
literally
into a...
towards
Are you
us.
scared of me? You don't gotta be scared.
I'm not coming towards us.
Man, that looks hella fake. I know y'all be like, man, this man don't believe nothing is real. I need to see it with my own two eyes, you guys. Cameras ain't doing it no justice. If this stuff is real, I got to see it for myself. I've been literally going outside and waiting hours to see if I see something. Because I'm like, maybe there's something to this stuff that people are saying. I don't see nothing, y'all. Nothing. And don't be mad at me. It ain't my fault. I just think that we should take time to thoroughly look at things before we just rule it out as one thing. Because when we don't thoroughly take our time with things, we end up concluding that it's a extraterrestrial or a alien or whatever you want to call it, right? But we need to look deeper into things and understand why are these things happening. And even if it was aliens, are they coming to attack us? I don't think so. We ain't did nothing to no aliens. We ain't did nothing to no aliens. So I think that there is a bigger problem. It ain't no thinking about it. There is a bigger problem. And it's right in our front yard. And that's what we need to be focused on instead of being focused on all of this mythical stuff. Because at the end of the day, that's what it is. All that we know is real life. And we need to be focused on real life before we be somewhere having a civil war against each other, because that is a part of the plan to get us to turn on each other. Every time you make a comment on my video or anybody else's video that's expressing their beliefs or their opinion, you are turning against your fellow American, because you say, I don't agree with you. And if I don't agree with you, I'm not riding with you. You don't have to agree with me, brother. But at the end of the day, we are all American. Black, white, green, yellow, purple, pink, whatever color you are an American. And we all are having the same struggles at this point. And I ain't talking financially. I'm talking about as a country. So with that being said, it's time to wake up, get our shit together, and protect ourselves. Educate and protect ourselves. But hey, if you like what you saw, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on that notification bell so you know when I upload. Head on over to the Discord, send videos there you want to see me react to. And remember, challenge the argument and not the person.